Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. So I have not had this beer in a long time. I looked it up and I've already forgotten. It was at least 4 years ago. I'm sorry, no, it was at least 3 years ago, maybe four. So I was up in Cape Cod with my wife and we were at a restaurant. I hadn't had this before, so I like to try new, beers and foods and stuff. So I got it. And it was a blue can. I found the picture that I posted, and it was a blue can. So I assume it's the same beer and everything. It's just they changed this to yellow, and it used to be blue. But yeah, so it's Conehead. It's a hazy IPA. Comes in at 6.3% ABV, and they don't put hopper hops. I don't think I could find it online for the last IPA of theirs I did. So it's a mystery to me. But yeah, Conehead Haze, 6.3% from Vermont. It's canned just under 2 months ago. And looks like a hazy IPA for sure. It's got that orange color, a little bit of yellow where it's thinner. A lot of head. I didn't think I poured it that aggressively. So about 3 fingers of this off-white, gray, white, darker than eggshell. It's like more of a gray-white. Pretty compact bubbles. Definitely looks like a pretty beer. Let's get the aroma. I'm not getting a ton. Yeah, I'm not getting a ton of aroma. There we go. Soft citrus, mostly orange. Okay, yeah, I'm getting more and more. There is some other fruitiness. Nondescript melon, kind of almost honeydew, a little bit tropical, but not too much tropical. Pretty sweet. Like the fruits are coming across relatively ripe. I'm thinking that since this is an IPA, that on the taste it's going to be a little bit more bitter and less ripe fruit, but fruity. Whereas in the aroma, it smells a little bit sweeter, a little bit more ripened fruit. Not much in the aroma that leads me back to beer. It's pretty fruity. It's not the most aromatic beer I've had, but the more I was smelling, the more I was getting. Maybe after I take some sips in the glass, I don't know. Maybe it's just I didn't pour it well. I don't know. Let's get to the glass though. Cheers. Yeah, so I was right. It's much more bitter in the taste than the nose was leading me to believe. So called that. Definitely some citrus, mostly orange, a little bit of lemon, juice and zest. Not ripe for sure. Some tropical, but again, not ripe, kind of generically tropical. There is a little bit of a generic beeriness to it. Not a ton of mouthfeel. I've heard people talk about how hazy IPAs and New England style IPAs are different. They both look hazy. And this idea that hazy IPAs don't have the mouthfeel that like a New England style one does. Although this is literally from New England. So I get that. Like this has like an uptick over a West Coast IPA for sure. But if you think of the breweries that are famous for making New England style IPAs, this isn't anywhere close to that mouthfeel. Okay, really nice bitterness. Drinks like an IPA. I don't taste the alcohol. I could crush this, especially on a hot day, which it happens to be a decent day, not super hot, but I could definitely crush this on a hot day, and I would appreciate that. Yeah, definitely zesty, bitter, very orangey. Yeah, I'm curious what their thoughts are. I think when I looked up the hops for the last IPA of theirs I did, I found like the brewery's description of it, and I think I put in the description box. So if I do that, if I find it, I will do the same thing for this one and see what they have to say about it. But yeah, it's a nice beer. It's not blowing me away or anything, but like this is a nice beer, and I would gladly drink it again. But it's not going to blow your mind, in my opinion. Have you guys had this one before? What are your thoughts on it? Have you had others from this brewery? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.